Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be continuing from where we left off, starting Chapter 4, The Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Countdown to Doomsday. Without further ado, let's get underway.
Darth Mar sent for me. Has he arrived?
He will be here presently, Commander. Follow me.
Shuttle Fuliginous en route to Docking Bay 8. Non-essential personnel must clear the area.
None must know what I am here to say. I will trust your discretion. The Empire is losing this war. Barring the unexpected or the miraculous, our total defeat will occur within the year.
At least you're being candid, but I assume we're not here to surrender.
Death before surrender. But today is not our day to die. Power plays have diminished the Dark Council. The Republic stands united while we bicker amongst ourselves.
It's always been a thing.
Our last chance, our only chance, is far from the front lines. The planet Makeb is the secret to victory, and its responsibility is yours.
You summoned me. Why not take charge of this operation yourself?
Tens of thousands die to buy us time here, and I must lead the fleet. It is not as I would wish. Makeb grew rich from mining and trade, becoming a neutral paradise for wealthy Cretans. It escaped the war due to its tactical insignificance. But now the Hutt Cartel has seized Makeb for itself. The Hutts believe that with our imminent defeat, the time has come to chase glory.
The Hutts are greedy, but they're not fools. Makeb is important to them somehow.
The Hutts chose Makeb not for its wealth, but for a substance called Isotope 5, a mineral capable of twisting gravity and electromagnetic fields. The Hutts have kept it a secret, but 1 gram could provide a near-infinite power source. Isotope 5 could remake the Hutts into a force to rival the Republic.
The Hutts find Isotope 5, we take it from them, and the Empire gains a new weapon.
Yes, but the obstacles are many. Despite the efforts of the Hutts mercenaries, Makeb's leaders are requesting aid from the Republic, and the planet is on the verge of chaos. You must steal the Hutt stockpile of Isotope 5 under cover of the conflict. Stealth is paramount. If the Hutts and Republic realize your intent, they will deploy overwhelming force.
I haven't survived this long by making my actions public, but you know that already.
I have learned what you are capable of. You will have a limited support team, specialists capable of performing their duty and willing to serve you unto death. But in short, you will be alone on a hostile world. With our lines crumbling, we cannot mount a full-scale invasion.
My lord, you're needed with the Cartel fleet.
There is a cloaked shuttle waiting to deliver you to the surface. You may establish an uplink to your team once you land. Be wary and move with subtlety. If you fail, the Empire's last stand will be over before it begins.
Such encouraging words, Darth Mar. You're normally so much better with speeches. We could do the heroics, which would bring us reputation with the planet. What does my reputation with Makeb look like? I'm their champion. I'm close to being the terror of Macau. Alright. We'll take on the heroics, because I am close to the final title. And there is a story mode operation. So since it's in story mode, they should provide us a combat support droid.
You're the commander, yes? I was told to expect you. Sergeant Defane.
I prefer
21st
agent, but
Starfighter
commander will
Division.
do, I guess.
Flew sorties at the battles of Coruscant and Ilum. Decorated for both. Never thought I'd be in Hutt space while the Republic's chasing our fleet. Whatever we're after here, I hope it's worth it.
You will fly me to the surface of Makeb, and you will ask no questions. Understood.
As you wish. I should warn you, the flight's going to be rough. Atmospheric energy charge makes landing anything larger than a shuttle impossible. Our girl here's the right size, but she's built for stealth, not grit. Hold on tight.
And of course we crashed.
This is orbital support to ground. Repeat, support team to ground. Codes verified. I don't know who you are, and when the Hutt's trying to listen in, I don't want to. Just tell me your condition.
We're ready to move out. What is the plan, support team?
Top priority is to establish a corridor on and off-world. My team needs access planet-side, and you need an exfiltration route. Shuttle flights are unreliable, but Makeb has gravity hooks for slow-speed cargo transport. Ground-to-atmosphere turbo lifts ready for capture.
Gravity hooks. If we want to take and hold one, we'll need one that's isolated. We can't draw attention. Your assessment?
Sending coordinates of a recommended site now.
Opposition will be heavy. When the Hutts took Makeb, they paid off the planet's defense force. Veteran mercenary band called the Interstellar Regulators. But sweep the bunkers around Gravity Hook 7 and you can wipe out the mercenaries and signal the all clear. Then hit the Gravity Hook itself, fast and quiet.
When this is over and we meet, you will learn respect for the one in command.
I didn't mean disrespect, just using the plan I have.
I'll stay online, but until we're planet-side, comms will be patchy. And there's one other thing.
Watch out for ground quakes. Couple of tremors hit the planet recently, and you don't want to get swallowed whole.
Naturally. Alright, let's see what we're working with. So, there are no heroics in this area. That works out just fine. ended up taking the wrong path.
This is Gravity Hook 7 to Regulator Post 2X3. We have not received an all-clear signal. The strike team is on its way. Never mind. Signal just came through. Sorry, Commander. Some sort of comm disruption. Must have been another ground quake.
This is support team to ground. That's one clear. Whoever you are, keep doing what you're doing.
I was actually worried those turrets were going to start firing, but I guess not. We probably could have rode the Hissus all the way through here, but yeah, better safe than sorry. Ooh, saw through my stealth. How rude.
Not so tough now, dirtbag.
This is Raspart to Regulator Post 2X9. The Archon's pet freak is cracking down on security, so we still need that all clear. Over. Coming in now. Got it. I'll let you get back to playing Kazakh or however you pass the time.
Support team to ground. Remember I mentioned the brakes? That was a minor one.
Nothing like having a planet move beneath you to keep you awake.
Guess the mercenaries aren't enough opposition then. I'll check in at the next bunker. Keep moving. And be sure not to leave survivors.
Gravity hook 7 to regulator post 2X4. Receiving the all-clear signal now.
Last one. You should be able to hit the gravity hook without anyone sounding alarms. Play this right, the Hutts will never know. You'll have to assault the hook's base, then take a lift to the docking ring. That's where the command crew will be.
When the gravity hook is secure, I assume you join me. I'd like to put a face to that voice.
My team and I will be joining you. Yes. We have identified a member of the opposition. The mercenary's overseer is the pet project of one of the Hutts running McCab. He's an alien Wifid, trained from the time he was a cub to be a Hutt Cartel enforcer. Big and brutal. Thought you should know.
Most things I fight are big and brutal. And this time they fired. Guess the last time was just a fluke. No, I guess it's just the heavy turrets that don't take the time to fire on me. Interesting. Well, it's not showing me on the map where I'm supposed to be going. Intra. There we go. We have to secure the docking ring, which actually means having to kill everything. Bonus mission securing the docking ring complete. Now that we've killed everything around the docking ring, we can actually open it. We don't have to kill every single thing here.
Support team to ground. We're in a shuttle and ready to dock as soon as you have control. I've got another favor to ask, though. See if you can get the mercenaries' Hutt overseer talking. I'd like a voice print from him.
He'll die painfully, that's my only guarantee.
Wonderful. That'll make fantastic audio if we need to fake a call to the Hutts.
Her sarcasm's gonna get her in trouble when we meet.
I'll keep trying, sir.
You're finished. Support team, the docking ring is secure. You may proceed to board.
Take positions, everyone. Bedaru, scan the base. Captain Honsor, you're on comms. You're the commander. I didn't know you'd be on the ground.
Obviously.
Sir, the Hutts are calling, but we've got what we need to fake a response. What answer should I send?
Tell the Hutts that we had a shielding failure and radiation levels are rising. We have it under control, but we're temporarily quarantining the gravity hood.
Do it. I'm Catherine Niar, by the way. 8 years Minister of Logistics, 3 months Black Ops Coordinator. Times being what they are.
Lord Sitharat, Tactical Advisor. My life for you, my loyalty to the Empire.
I'm here to organize the team and facilitate your needs. He'll suggest people to kill.
Lord Sitharat, not a Darth, and a former logistics officer. It's disgraceful.
We weren't picked for reputation. We're here because we have the right skills. And because we'll die for you. And the mission.
Those files are ready, sir.
If we're going to steal McKeb's Isotope 5 stockpile, we don't have much time. Once the Hutts figure out what we're after, they'll shut down our escape route.
Fleets burn over Balmorra to buy us this opportunity. We mustn't waste it.
Our proposed target is Solida Hesk, Mining Corporation executive. Secretly worked with the Hutts to study Isotope 5 and sell out the planet. She's hosting half a dozen Hutts and their bodyguards at her private resort. But if there's anyone who knows where the isotope is stored, it's her.
Executives who consort with Hutts don't hold up under interrogation. How do I find her?
A covert assault on the resort. I will provide tactical data once you arrive.
Transportation will be ready soon. You can break in, question her, and get her to turn over control of the corporate computers. Any words to your team before you go?
I will not tolerate incompetence. Failure will be punished with death. Insubordination will be addressed more harshly. If you wish to survive McCabe, you will obey my commands.
We will obey.
We will obey.
We will obey.
That's what I get for following the minimap. It would help if I went to the taxi and not the shuttle. Also might help if I opened our warp point here.
At your service, sir. Tunnel route is confirmed.
I'll head over here and see if any of the heroics are in the same area, or if we're actually going to have to go to each separate plateau for it, because the planet's more or less divided up on plateaus.
Your landing position. I advise eliminating its protectors before they investigate. I am here, securing the line. I gather you felt that. If these quakes continue, none of us may escape intact.
Knowing the ground's about to collapse keeps you focused, doesn't it?
It does, at that. Solida Hesk and her corporation hold the secrets of Isotope 5. She is currently at her resort, hosting 3 Hutt clan lords.
Manju is a spice trafficker and slaver. Kabisho is a negotiator and advocate for the cartel. And Prodorania runs an industrial moon.
Hesk has installed substantial automated security, and each Hutt also has a cadre of bodyguards. Resistance is inevitable.
Handling resistance is the only reason I came to McCabe. I'm prepared.
I do not doubt your abilities. The resort is built on a self-contained mesa. Isolate the mesa, and neither reinforcements nor fleeing witnesses will pose a problem.
There are only a handful of landing pads around the resort, so I'd suggest destroying the pads and the shuttles.
However, the Hutt's bodyguards are garrisoned at the landing pads as well. To cut off the resort, you will need to pass through them.
No way off the mesa, no one coming to help. The Hutts and their sponsor trapped with me. Shall we begin?
At your word. I will monitor your position and update you as I can. May the Force grant you strength.
Time to go cause a little terror and panic.
Manju the Hutt's forces are ahead. These are his elite slavers, responsible for turning the royal family of Vena into chattel for the Nar Shaddaa markets. According to Manju, they also once brought him a Sith Lord in chains. I do not believe it.
Whether they did or didn't is neither here nor there. The only fate that awaits them now is death.
Smoke, oil, and burning metal. If you don't love that smell, you're not living.
Glad to see you have such refined tastes, my dear.
Kobisho the Hutt's servants are near. They are Nikto, whose clan has served the Hutts for 12 generations, bred for battle. They are also known to keep formidable pets. Stay cautious. Two down, one to go. Now entering Protoranya's territory. You are approaching a cluster of Protoranya the Hutt's bodyguards. These are enforcers from his manufacturing plants. Brutes, not intelligent, but physically powerful. They can survive breathing toxins 20 hours a day. They will not die easily.
Come on out, I'll show you my gun.
You might want to rethink that intro.
Is sealed. No reinforcements will come, and no one can flee. I suggest you proceed to the estate.
Don't let your guard down. The Hutt security may be broken, but Solida Hesk still has droids.
Yep, because droids are always reliable. She does have stealth breakers though, so at least she's prepared in that way.
I love spots like this. Snatching some faces, raid the wine cellar, and invite a few friends. I miss this simple life, you know?
Solid Hesk should be around somewhere.
The Archon reviewed my security himself, and if you have a problem, well, why don't you slither back and let me handle this? Precision strikes, expensive equipment, no Republic identification. Don't tell me the Empire wants McKeb too now.
I don't have a lot of time, so let's skip the denials and go straight to the brutality. Your company mined the Isotope 5 for the Hutts. I want to know everything about it.
I've never heard of Isotope 5.
I said we skip the denials.
Ah! Damn it. Fine. Yes, we discovered the Isotope 5 during deep drilling operations, and yes, my Hutt investors kept it a secret. But believe me, the Hutts are no friends of mine. Because their greed overwhelmed their sense, we're going to lose the whole blasted planet.
You sold out your whole world to a cartel of criminals. How did you expect it to end?
You're not understanding. I'm not being melodramatic. We are literally losing the planet. McKeb only has a few weeks left before the planetary core rips apart. That's what happens when you extract Isotope 5.
Whose fault is that?
No more McKeb, no more Isotope, and no more fancy resort or corporation. So yes, I'll need Hutt allies once my planet is gone.
You doomed all of McKeb, and now you're worried about where to go next.
Yes, I am. Go ahead, watch my hands. I'm not triggering any alarm. There. I've granted access to my corporate systems.
Checking. We're in.
I have information, money, and influence, and I'm as happy to work with you as with the Hutts. Just help me survive.
She acts unforgivably.
She's not going to betray us today. And if anyone can mislead the Hutts about our presence, it's her.
Your assistance will not be necessary.
Right. I'm purging her security records, at least. The Hutt Cartel will know something happened, but they'll have to work for the details. We'll check her corporate data and wait for you at the gravity hook. We can chat about the end of the world.
If it wouldn't get a copyright claim, this would be the time to play the song "It's the End of the World as We Know It," but no.
We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Commander.
Right, welcome back. We found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? McKeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
I'm in command of this operation. When you report, you give me your attention and your respect.
Understood, sir. The Hutts are keeping the isotope at Stronghold 1. It's a massive vault built by the government for McKeb's treasury.
One entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6, plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5 powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
This prototype, what are its capabilities? How close is it to coming online?
We're not sure yet. And we also need to worry about the Hutts crashing down on us once we make our move.
We require a distraction. Show the intercepted message.
Interstellar Regulator Command to the Archon. The civilians are getting restless. I had to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Imagine a world in revolt. With their attention on the civilians, the Hutts could not afford to move against us.
Support a revolution and doom countless lives, all so we can steal an isotope. I approve.
We'd have to free the settlements somehow.
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about
Simple.
propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Tell them about mercenary atrocities and how the Republic has made a deal with the Hutts. Make them afraid.
It will be done. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.
Normally I'm putting down rebellions, and now I'm inciting one. What a 360.
Okay, I'm a city girl, but that's not a bad view. Spit over the side.
Other route is confirmed.
Ah, and there's a hover tank. Just what we were looking for. And there goes the hover tank. Next. That's 2. Where are you, number 3? go.
If you don't love that smell, you're not living.
The hover tanks have been destroyed and the mercenaries have been routed.
We have observed the enemy's flight. Riots have begun across the planet.
The Hutts just authorized the execution of any civilians not carrying ID. The mercenaries are demanding a raise.
What sort of people terrorize and execute innocents for money?
To shed blood for one's home, one's beliefs, is glorious. There is no glory here.
There is something else. Some of the civilian leadership seems reluctant to take this opportunity to strike. We think they're laying low and regrouping. But if we're going to steal the Isotope 5, we need the civilian leaders organizing a full-on revolt. If I set up a meet, can you push them?
When I run out of patience, people die. Will that be suitable?
Might be. Really up to you. There's a man named Polis Avesta who's got influence with the rebels. He's holed up at an old plantation. You've already got half the planet riled up. Win over Avesta, and he'll make sure everyone's pointing the right way.
Take this, ugly.
Stay back! Not one move!
Oh, please.
Careful, ground team.
Listen to their voices. They cannot defeat you, but they stand defiant.
You're pathetic. Where is your leader?
I'm Polis Avesta. You didn't have to do that. I received your message. You freed the settlements, and I'm grateful. But why would the Empire get involved at all?
You don't need to know why the Empire is interested in McKeb. We're here, and nothing we do will harm the planet or its citizens.
That's a lot to claim.
We've given you an opportunity to fight back. You need to take it and organize a planet-wide attack.
And what if we say no?
The next time hover tanks fire on your cities, there will be no one to stop them.
Fair enough. But I'll need to talk to the others. I can't make this decision for the whole planet.
I think that's a good sign. Once Polis is on board, get out and I can tip off the regulator mercenaries. Let them know Polis's attack is coming. Maximize the blood and fury.
Give the regulators information on their foes and we can draw out this fight as long as possible. Well done.
Thank you.
These rebels battle for their people against unthinkable odds. They deserve our admiration.
It's done. Within 12 hours, we'll coordinate raids on the regulator bases and Hutt palaces. But we're still outmatched. Stay and help us plan.
I have other business, but when the fighting starts, I'll be there.
Then we'll see you on the battlefield.
I have what I need. Do I tell the regulators or not?
Set it up, but make sure the mercenaries don't know about our involvement.
It'll be an anonymous tip asking for credits in return. Should work out. We'll await you at the gravity hook. Fighting will start soon.
And while chaos ensues, we'll be free to deal with everything else.
My team say they're outgunned. Tell the Hutts to get us aerial support or the regulators walk. The Hutts took our planet from us. Now we take it back.
Pakamalamaku, perge kikama.
Sir, we're guessing a few hours before the fighting settles. That's our window to break into Stronghold 1 and steal the Isotope 5.
A proper greeting. Maybe you've learned your lesson.
All I want is to finish the mission.
Stronghold 1.
Right. The vault facility is built into a volcanic mesa, with a single entrance above the magma. It's also got sensors, alarms, enough to catch any thief who gets inside.
We don't want to alert the Hutts before we have to. Can we neutralize the systems?
Our science consultant has a proposal.
Niga manik nagik oya. Makini argam kim mamek wawak. Beraka karan kara. Ninyamak oramag yang negik. Mem amgap kugap kramanik. Umka kiga mayamak.
A few tons of rubble should soften the opposition. Then I move in for the kill.
My squad will follow your initial insertion to cover your escape route. Once inside, expect heavy resistance. Regulator mercenaries and automated security, yes. But also specialists loyal to the Hutt Cartel.
There's also the Hutt's prototype Isotope 5 droid. Assuming it's online, which we probably should. Still trying to find its weak points, but we're out of time.
Well, if the droid is able to kill me, we'll know for sure that Isotope 5 is worth the trouble.
We'll keep working on the problem. We estimate the Hutts have mined about 100 kilos of Isotope 5. You'll be able to move it by hand with Sitharath's help. I think that's everything. We're at your service.
Get me the data and the explosives for the ground quake. If anything goes wrong, it's on your head.
Sir, this is Niar to all teams. We are go. Lockdown comms in 3, 2, 1...
Level 69. Alright. I want to say that we're working our way around, so we should make it to the heroics. So, we're just going to go ahead and do it this way.
Other route is confirmed.
If I'm wrong, then we'll just have to transport to the heroics when everything else is done, which wouldn't really matter all that much. I'm going to try and knock out Stronghold 1 today, so this video might be a little bit longer than normal. Well, I say than normal, but some of the videos have been kind of long lately, so you know what I mean. Oops, that was not smart. Not smart at all. So actually I am thinking stealth will probably be our best option just going through here. I am going to complete the bonus though because it is easy. It's called the Stuff of Nightmares and we just have to take a horror beast gland. Thyroid gland.
I hate it hot. Let's finish up in here and get out.
Agreed. I'm not much for heat myself.
First detonator set. All teams on schedule.
I would hope so. Ah, there's our nightmare beast. We'll deal with him in a minute.
We're picking up wildlife down there with you. We're guessing the quakes are disturbing the ecosystem. Doesn't help you, I suppose.
No, not at all. I forgot that the Nightmare Beast is actually a strong one. There we go. Now we just have to turn that into the drop box. Oh, actually it did it itself. How kind of it. Oh, and there's another Nightmare Beast. We don't need him though, so we're gonna ignore him. Now we need to make it to the northern cave, which is going to require going past the Nightmare Beast, so we're going to stealth.
Registering the detonator. Still no Hutt activity detected.
we just need to plant the final charge.
The last of the charges are in place. Support team confirm.
Confirming. We'll get a major ground quake when those go off. Recommend you find shelter before detonation. The mercenaries' landing pad isn't far. Should be sturdy enough not to collapse.
Should be is not an acceptable degree of risk.
No, of course not. Nodrin?
Napura mamka, mamni nikak, nagnaya mamni, kambra.
We're ready for the detonation when you are.
I was hoping to land on it so that it wouldn't break my stealth, but oh well. It'll be what it'll be, that it'll be.
This is the ground team, preparing to detonate charges.
Acknowledged.
Good thing the planet's already destroying itself.
Status report?
Nanikara niret agam, ja ukebik.
There's a general alarm going out, but that's standard for a ground quake of this magnitude.
And the Stronghold won't be getting reinforcements while the Hutts are putting down the revolt. You're clear to go inside.
Do we have schematics, security rosters? What am I facing in there?
Sending the blueprints now. We know the place is full of regulator mercenaries and Hutt Cartel specialists, but we're light on details.
Of course we are.
Lord Sitharat's team will follow you in and hold the upper levels open. Good luck.
One thing I can say for certain is that that prototype Isotope 5 droid is a major pain, and it may take more than one try to bring down unless something's changed since the early days when I played.
So I'll get the cash.
I still play all the new content when it comes out using my main accounts, but it's been a while since I've done Rise of the Hutt Cartel.
This ugly.
How could you not double the guard?
It was the ground. They happen every week.
You mercenaries have gotten soft, guarding a rich little planet all these years. The regulators weren't worth buying off.
Silence, all of you.
Send the alarm. Tell the Hutts we're under attack.
There's no time for alarms, I'm afraid.
We must warn the Hutts. We must.
You will do nothing. Commander. With your leave, we will hold position here. No one will pursue you. No one will close off your escape route.
Do what you like. Maybe the mercenaries will trip over your body.
I will serve as best as I am able.
My lord, I'll start trying to access the security controls. Maybe we can link them to the gravity hook.
Begin. If we can bring Stronghold 1 under your control, perhaps it will be of use. We shall await your word.
Support to ground team. Sithrat's men got us into Stronghold 1 scanners. Radiation levels spiked just ahead of you.
After all this time, I'm looking forward to seeing what this isotope can do.
7.8 watt.
Kinama ami bina wangam karak.
More firepower won't change the situation. The droid must be destroyed, and I will do the task myself.
Naya narankam. Kala ama nani mami. Libik back.
That's enough. The decision is made. Good luck in there.
They look good.
Reprogramming is working. Nodron and North Sithawat should be able to fire the guns.
Rude thing. Gotta wait for it to target me so that I can move forward. Because we have to dump the lava stuff on top of it to break its shield. Otherwise, we can't hurt it. This is why this part is such a pain, because of all the prototype defense droids. And there it goes again. And it's back up again. Alright, that wasn't as bad as it used to be, but it's still a pain. Cleo in heal mode was pretty much able to handle all the prototype droids by herself, so that certainly made it easier than in the old days where heal mode wasn't really a thing.
Support team. I found storage tanks, but they're mostly empty. There's only one sample left.
That
can't be right. Keep looking.
I know what I see. Doubt me again and there will be repercussions.
I just meant... I'm sorry.
Bomogala apaya. Inilama ini amka anggap?
They couldn't have.
The Hutts used it all. They used up the isotope to make a damned army.
Darth Maul didn't ask for a legion of Isotope 5 droids, but that's what he's going to get.
Kala jiwa nimok. Ebemgam nyama naya aikam.
If they're not active, we need to regroup, figure this out.
Oh, you just had to say that, didn't you?
Please say, I am Sajin, first Archon of the new Hutt Empire, and Shadow Chief of the Conquest World McCabe. I'd been wondering about the Empire's presence here for some time, but of course, you wanted the isotope.
Shadow Chief. You're in charge of Hutt Espionage.
Well done. And you? The things I heard about the last of the Empire's agents. Perhaps, but no matter. The only Isotope 5 left on McCabe is locked in the planet's core, and when that explodes, there won't be any left at all. Our army of droids is being assembled at facilities across the planet. Your Empire has nothing. Rumor is, even your Emperor is missing.
I have no interest in hearing a Hutt gloat.
This is Lord Sitharat. There are reinforcements coming. We are under attack.
Alright, make me look good.
One couldn't do the job, so let's activate the whole army.
Commander, my team is attempting to aid you from the security center, but we cannot hold long. Awaiting orders.
I want those Isotope 5 units gone. We'll leave the Archon without an army.
He said he had other facilities, but it would be a blow.
Kala jiwa nimok. Ebemgam nyama naya aikam.
Notrin, you're going to get them all killed.
We will do our duty.
Bastard. Between you and Sitharat, we might be able to lower the Stronghold's heat shield and flood the vault with lava.
The droids would be buried in molten rock. but I doubt Sitharat's team would survive long enough to see it.
Sitharat will obey. We lower the heat shield and obliterate those things.
Fine. Looks like you'll have to disrupt the vault heat shield overrides. Sitharat's adjustments and the quake damage will do the rest.
Imkanaya nugan. Ejinim naya lak umnan mege.
We know our part, but move quickly. The droids shall burn.
Override destroyed. Sitharat, over to you.
3 more mercenaries dead. Protect the controls. Sergeant Tabrex is down. My technician is bleeding on the console, but we will do our part.
Heat shield at 40%.
Some of this.
Last one. Sitharat, your status.
My men are dead. I am alone against many, but I know my duty. Lowering the heat shield.
Not every Sith would die for the Empire, Lord Sitharat. You and your men will be remembered.
Thank you, Commander.
No signal. You should get out before lava floods your section. We'll see you at base.
The Hutts are aware of your presence, and the Isotope 5 is gone.
Yes, my lord. We have a sample, and there's more in the core, but I failed.
Today, 3 planets fell to Republic butchers. I sacrificed those worlds and my legions to buy time for this operation. You are responsible for what happened on Makeb.
I agreed to procure the Isotope 5, and I've put myself and my people at great risk to do so. Do not assume I've finished.
If I believed you were finished, we would not be speaking. We have a chance to forge a new empire, and Empire united in loyalty and passion, not simplistic dedication to an unseen emperor. But fail to procure the Isotope 5 and the Empire dies forever. Solve this.
Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik miraka.
And we can't mine the isotope ourselves before the planet explodes. Even if the Hutts cooperated, we'd never get enough.
I'm not in the mood for excuses. What options do we have?
Nodrin, is there any way to, I don't know, make a batch ourselves?
Memgam gamgi. Nina gegwan. Am nerna hanak.
So we're back at the start. Without Makeb, there is no Isotope 5.
If the planet's destruction is the problem, then the solution is obvious.
I don't think...
You will stabilize the core and prevent Makeb's annihilation. Or would you prefer to admit failure now?
Is that even possible?
Mirike nagala kepe. Kiham kam pemyem alamyan?
Some of you have family off-world, friends. Maybe they should pay the cost of your failures. I want a plan to save Makeb, and I want it now. Get to work.
Hitting Nodrin was a bit excessive, but I guess I got the point across.
They think they have something. Even if we can save the planet, though, the timing... If the Hutts realize the planet's not about to blow, they'll never leave willingly. We can't afford a ground war. We still need them to evacuate.
Monitor all Hutt communications. Those who suspect the truth must be eliminated.
Kala jiwa nimok. Ebemgam nyama naya aigam.
Talus engineering post here. Stabilizing Makeb's core is theoretically possible, but we don't have enough data.
Quest Geosurvey Station. We need to induce the Isotope 5 inside Makeb to release an energy pulse, allowing us to map all of its deposits.
Mem amgab kugab, kramanik, umka kiga mayamak.
Traveling kilometers below Makeb's surface won't be simple. We aren't equipped for deep core mining.
If we do this, our best access point is the laser drill shaft, where the Isotope 5 was originally discovered. The shaft runs kilometers under a mining station, and it's been abandoned, so probably treacherous. But less chance of Hutt interference.
Every second this planet comes closer to destruction. I'll go. Keep working on the plan.
Laporam amga, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni, kambram.
Be careful. The center of a planet isn't built for people.
No, really? Never would have guessed. Alright, and that is where we shall end for the day. Thank you everyone for joining me for today's video. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future installments. And if you would like, please follow and please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to join us over on twitch.tv at /Gremory channel 2 for additional content. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah.